Hey guys, Chris at 4 Rail Tackle and Outdoor. Just wanted to come to you real quick. As many of you know, we're getting this beautiful warm weather that's coming in here lately. We all need a lot of rain, but in the recent areas of the warm weather, these fish ought to be kind of moving up and things ought to be starting to get geared off and ready to go for these shallow bites as the elites took place this weekend on Toledo Bend. Just wanted to touch base with you on a couple of the lures that I choose for this time of year. First, we're going to go into the swim jig lineup. Whatever your favorite swim jig is and trailer, I have really good luck with the Queen swim jig with the X-Zone swammer behind it. This bait's real versatile, whether you're reeling it in the middle of the water column or allowing for it to tickle across the bottom, or if there are any of the lakes that you fish that still have any grass left in them or have grass coming about in them, this thing can be deadly when it comes to reeling it over the top of the grass. Everybody kind of has the idea that this time of the year you're either rattle trapping for those guys down south, ripping it through the grass, or you're jerk baiting with forward facing sonar. So much of our industry nowadays is leaning towards that situation of the forward facing sonar. And the jerk bait is a vital tool that you are able to focus on and watch for those bass that are suspended, that are still hanging in the water column, ready to move back in the backs of coves and pockets and set up on beds. You saw, this take place with the elites this weekend a lot. And then once they give that final push and get back into those pockets and get in the back and get ready to get set up and start making beds and things start progressing, it's really hard to beat some sort of a square bill, whether it be a flat side with a tight wobble or a more of a round with a searching aspect. The square bill, it's a vital tool in my toolbox to me because I allow for this bait to work for me to be bouncing off of things to cause a reaction bite off of. I always have a square bill tied on 8 months out of the year, and a lot of times people that know me very well have heard me talk about I made them eat it. It's just I throw this thing where you least expect it, bounce it off of things, whether it be dock pylons, poles, rocks, brush, anything. I probably lose more of them than most people, but man, you got to get that lure where the fish are in order to get bit. And then everybody knows about the Demiki rig. There's a couple different style baits out there nowadays, but everybody's going to the ball head, live sonar ball head, or I also have some of the actual Demiki hooks on the way in. This here is a Yum live sonar minnow, and then we have a Missile Baits Spunk Shad 3.5. Any of these little particular baits, or maybe even the 6 cents hover juggle minnow. 6 cents is going to the drawing board and got a lot of new things that they're going to be releasing pretty soon. A lot of these particular baits that guys are throwing with the live scope there, and in the tungsten world of things versus the lead, everybody's got that question as why is everybody going tungsten, or why does it got to be tungsten over lead? And tungsten pings off of the live scope a lot better than lead does. Lead is a inherent metal, so it takes shock where tungsten doesn't. So for those of you guys that are kind of trying to figure out what the situation is there, that's more or less why a lot of these tackle industries and tackle designers are going for the tungsten issue. It just responds back to that. Anyways, but I wanted to personally invite you guys this Saturday from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. here at 314 Morgan Mill Road, Suite 103. We will be having an open house. Our Waterland sunglasses will be on sale. Our hook clothing will be on sale. Our 6 cent clothing will be on sale. We'll have raffles. We'll have giveaways. There'll be some custom bait makers in the parking lot. We had the opportunity of Speedy Spuds barbecue trailer showing up this weekend, and going to be set up in the parking lot. You're able to purchase food from them, food and drinks and everything. If you guys haven't tried their barbecue, I'm telling you, you guys are missing out. He does a crazy little deal with a potato and fries it up, puts brisket and stuff over the top of it. It's pretty good. But if you guys have any questions, concerns, want to give me a holler, feel free to give me a call, 254-459-4757. Come by and see me, 314 Morgan Mill Road, Suite 103. I'm here Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. If there's something that you guys need on the weekends, if I'm available, look us up on Facebook, and there's a number, my personal number's on there. You guys can give me a call. I don't mind opening the store up for you. I'm a family man as well as I like to fish, so that's why I scheduled it that way. But if you guys have any want tos or want me to bring anything particularly in, I hope this open house on Saturday is going to be a huge success. And I would love to see a lot of the younger generation, whether it be the Stephenville High School team, the college team, or just kids that are interested in fishing, to come by and check us out. We'll have flipping competitions. We'll have some of the college team will be here to answer any questions about, college education versus the fishing team, any of that. So, and then I'm always open for questions if you guys have any questions. But thank you guys for watching, and we'll check you later.